Chelsea has always been the subject of mockery, not just because she had acne that was visible on her cheeks, but she was considered the oddball of the class. All of this caused Chelsea to seclude herself and to be alone as much as possible, just get away from the tirade that was uttering in the atmosphere about her. The laughing and the name-calling grew more worse, but that didn't stop her from being alone. There was one thing that kept her preoccupied during her time of seclusion, and that was drawing. Drawing was Chelsea's dream. Each line and curve made her forget about the negative aspects that people had of her. She was determined to sell her work one day, but a doubt feeling came over her, thinking maybe she was not good enough. One day, when on a class field trip, the group were roaming around a museum. Suddenly something caught Chelsea's eye. It was a painting with a girl who was supposedly the same age as her, standing near a row of trees, having dark curly hair, a white dress and a smile that shined through the portrait. Chelsea kept staring at the girl in the painting for a few minutes. She was very much intrigued, not about the painting, but about the figure in it. She asked one of her classmates about who the girl was. The classmate shrugged and walked off. Chelsea once more stared at the girl in the painting, and then an idea came to her. The following day, her classmates and others were astonished for whom they saw entering the school. It was Chelsea dressed and her hair made up exactly like the way the girl in the painting. Her face covered with heavy makeup to hide the acne on her face. Many just stared at each other with confusion asking, "Isn't that Chelsea, the weird girl who is always alone?" No, it can't be. It wasn't long after. Chelsea was a shell of her former self. She began to act sophisticated, even enlarging her vocabulary, confusing the students around her. Some were impressed, but others continued to mock her. One guy named Jimmy asked her, "Is this really you, Chelsea? Seriously, you not only look different, you've been acting different too." "I know," Chelsea said with an air of confidence, "this is definitely the new me," she exclaimed. Jimmy asked again after a moment of silence, "Aren't you overdoing it just a little bit? It looks like you've been copying that girl in the painting in that museum we were in. Do you have a problem with that?" Chelsea asked icily. Jimmy remained silent. Suddenly someone in the background said, "Yes, we do have a problem with that. Why can't you be yourself?" Another person said, "How can she be herself? She is too weird." Just then the whole school broke into laughter. This overwhelmed Chelsea so much, she ran out of the school. Sobbing uncontrollably, she asked herself, "Oh, what is wrong with me?" After a while, she found herself dozing off. Suddenly, she woke up with a start. She looked around in amazement. Instead of outside the school with swollen eyes, she was in her room at her desk, that was scattered with paper and drawing materials. "I must have dozed off," she muttered. That sure was a weird dream. She looked at the drawing that he was working on before she fell asleep. It was the same drawing of the painting of the young girl in the dream. The real motive of drawing this girl was that she was wondering what would be like to be this young dashing figure just swaying around in a white dress. Chelsea shook her head. "I guess this dream taught me a lesson. It doesn't matter how people see me, I am happy of who I am." The next day, she encountered her two closest friends in the school cafeteria and told them about the dream she had. They asked her what the dream was about. Chelsea's reply was simple, "Just be who you are."